Good morning, Gogglefrogs.
Morning.
We've got our mugs of tea with us. Happy Gogglefrogging morning. Hopefully you're well. How are you today, Robert? As he gulps tea. I always ask questions when he's about to actually eat something or drink something.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. And
Good.
I hope you've got some lovely crafting with you as well. So I'm on with one of the left front. And I can't quite work out whether left front is from the person who's wearing it left or the person who's putting it together's left. So I'm just going to see, but it looks as if they may have switched around the lefts and the rights in my book. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to carry on following the pattern. Yeah, so this is all going to be fun if they then start to decrease on the wrong side of this front. So hey ho, that's knitting.
Isn't it normally as you look at the cardigan?
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, is it? Oh, that makes sense then. But I thought, which way round is it? You know, when you haven't done something for a long time, or you haven't actually noticed it and asked yourself that stupid question, is it my front or is it their front? So hey, that's it. So yeah, but really pleased that I've got pink at the bottom of one of these, and I am doing this top as per the local yarn shop because they continued. If I show you the pattern here, what they did on here is they made it match. Sorry, they made that match.
Yeah.
And it looks much better when it's not matching. So when it's all higgledy-piggledy, which is what the local yarn shop did.
Okay.
So it's real, true rainbow colours. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm really enjoying it, and it's a lot better as they did it. So you've got lots of splashes of colour. So we'll see how long this takes me to finish my niece's cardigan.
And if you want to know what Angela is referring to, look at episode 1 on YouTube, because that's when we first showed it.
I didn't start knitting it then.
No.
I did actually find the picture. Yeah, it was on episode 1, wasn't it? Because we used to go and we used to pick things up, show them live on the show. Because what we were trying to do is, as we were about to go into lockdown and everything was saying we were going to have to shut shops, we were going to have to stop going out of the house, we were trying to give you some inspiration and ideas for things. And so we did pick up quite a few things, didn't we, and show them on the show, which was really quite nice. And I know lots of you have gone in and bought things as well, so that's brilliant. So keep on supporting the whole industry is what I'll say.
Everyone's correcting me. The left is as you're wearing it.
That's what I thought. And this, if that's the case, this does not work. But I can't believe that Stylecraft will have made this problem, because this is the left front and all the pattern is going here. So to me, with all the pattern there,
that's your right front.
The right front. So I'm just going to have to check and see where it decreases. But either way, I'll just flip it, if you know what I mean. So yeah.
No, you end up with the wrong side.
Yeah, so it'll start to, so anyway, it's just as I started to do this, I thought, hang on a minute, is that right? They're saying left front, and I think this is what I should be doing for the right front. So thankfully, I thought about it, but at least I'm conscious about it. So thank you. But you know, when you ask yourself that question and you just think, am I right or wrong? And when you have a pattern written by a massive company, you always think, they're probably right and I'm wrong, but I'm not. So thank you ever so much. Yeah, so we'll see the pattern, because you wouldn't have the pattern under the arm, would you? At the side, you have it by the buttonholes.
Yeah.
So, hey, so anyway, I'm on row 3 now. And guess what I've left at home at my house down south? I've left my Gogglefrogs little pattern marker thing.
Oh.
I know. So, do you know what? But what I do have, I know it's not the same as our Gogglefrogs ones, But this is what I'm doing now. When I know which row I'm on, I just put a post-it note underneath. So I know that's the row I'm doing, and then move it down. So I can still do that now up here, but I don't have my lovely, what do you call it, bookmarker. But I will do when I'm back home. So rope 3, purl to last 22. Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Right. Let's do some good mornings. Yes. Oh, we are quite this morning. So we start with Sally. Good morning, Sally.
Hello.
We have both Marians. Hello, Marian.
Hello.
We have Lindy. Hi, Lindy.
Hello.
We have Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hello.
We have Helen. Hi, Helen.
Hello.
We have Brigitte. Hi, Brigitte.
Hello.
Chat. Brigitte says good morning. Marian says good morning. How's your dad, Angela?
He was fine. He went to hospital yesterday, didn't he? I told you that he was on his way to hospital. So nothing's broken. He got back. He was fine. He was happily in the. We dropped some stuff off for him about 5:30, 6 o'clock yesterday, and he was absolutely fine. He was loving the attention that he got, and he was eating his dinner, and then by the time I spoke to him at 9 o'clock at night, I don't know what had happened, but everyone was pinching stuff off him. So anyway, this is what delirium is. It makes you go delirious, and it comes back in waves. So 6 o'clock yesterday, happy as anything. 9 o'clock last night, totally different story. So the moral of this story is we ring him in the afternoon today. But they're very good with him. So we heard people asking him if he wanted a cup of tea. No! Do you want a biscuit? No! And then I said, Dad, are you eating a biscuit? Yes. So he started eating the biscuit and the cup of tea. So it's just part of the situation. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to have visiting in a week or so. So they're going to open the hairdressing salon and use that as a meet and greet place. So we'll get half an hour and we'll be able to sit down in the same room as them. Okay, we've still got social distance. Everything's got to be deep cleaned between visits, but they're very good there. And it just goes to prove that CQC rating is one thing, but this is just advice for you. There were 3 areas which were not showing as good. And we took a bit of a punt with this place because care was really strong. You know, every time I ring them, every single member of staff who picks up that phone knows exactly what's happened to him during the day, what happened to him the following day, and that's all you want. You just want people who care, and where there's a really good handover process. So he's fine. He'll be fine this morning, but at the end, we walked with him. We were on the phone for over an hour last night, and he was walked to his room, and then he started getting himself ready for bed, and then he was happy to go to bed. So that was fine. But yeah, it's the emerging world of the memory. But thank you for asking. So hopefully you like hearing the little stories and what's happening, because there's never a dull moment is all I will say.
Linda says good morning. Linda says good morning, lovely people. Brigitte says you have been to Wade to school for asking if everything is okay with your meal just as you shoved a fork full of it in your mouth. That was because I was drank tea as you said, are you okay? And that's what waiters do as you put food and they come over.
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
Helen says, hello, I'm joining from sunny Salcombe this morning, looking out across the bay. Hi, Helen. I hope you're having
I've never been to
Salcombe. Angela, you should keep your Gogglefrog items in the bags you have.
I know, but a certain person says I can't use them all the time. I'm being rationed. It's all right. I'm heavily using my bag. It's been to the hospital, it's been to the care home, it's been to Tony and Guy, it's been all over the place. So this is constantly going out and about with me. And I should keep them with me in all times. So when I get home, it's going in that bag.
Safia says, morning all, morning Safi. Lindy says, Helen, hope you're having a good break in Salcombe. Tracy, good morning Tracy, says the best gin is made in Salcombe. Did not know that.
Oh, you must tell us which gin it is so we can check on our gin Ventry app.
Yes. Right. Music today. So today's music is dedicated to a lovely fellow Gogglefrogger who shall remain nameless because she has asked to. Well, she actually, to be fair, she doesn't know I've done this, but she wouldn't want to be named anyway. So this is for a fellow Gogglefrogger, one of her favourite artists, and hopefully we will be able to see her very soon. It's a mutual friend, Angela. I'm sure you'll know who it is as soon as I play it. Here we go. So yes, so a mutual friend who I shall call Nancy. That was for you. Hope you enjoyed it.
I know.
I'm really sorry, Angela, but it looks like we're going to have to contact Demio.
Why?
It's having problems, and now it's telling us she can only use Chrome.
What?
It's telling her to use Chrome. I wouldn't worry about it now necessarily. It does seem that she's the only person, but it might explain why we're a bit low on numbers this morning. Sally says she sent me the code. That's fine. We'll pick it up afterwards. Thank you for letting us know, Sally. So,
thank you.
Right, let's go back through chat. Anne, good morning, Anne. Says, nice day outside. Helen says, yes, I've had several gins already. There is also a strawberry one. Ooh. I imagine that's quite sweet. Marion says, at Robert, it's happened again. Ollie heard your voice and has just joined us. Hello, Ollie.
Hello, Ollie.
Safia says, oh, I love this song. Lindy says, Ollie must be counted as an honorary Gogglefrogger now, surely, Marion.
We'll have to get a neckerchief, a Gogglefrogger neckerchief.
Oh.
That'd look nice, wouldn't it? In black and yellow, but we'd have to do it yellow with black to show up on Ollie. So that's something that we have to do. Yes, we will have a neckerchief. What do you call them?
Stop.
Bandana. Gogglefrog bandana.
Dawn says, hi, missed you yesterday. Busy day, crap day. Had both girls in tears. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dawn, but all good today.
Oh, good.
Helen says, I love Joan. Brigitte says, never heard that song before. Tracy said, it's Salcombe gin made in their distillery by the harbour in a boathouse. Visited it and had a tipple the other year. They do several, but the main one is infused with lemons and limes, and they also have a rose one.
Ooh.
Sally sent the code and says, thank you, doing such a good job. Brigitte says, whenever there are problems, she seems to be okay. Lindy says, a new song to me. Wasn't sure what was going on, I must admit. Brigitte says, Helen, surely not today. Marion says he's looking at the screen. Oh, bless him.
Oh, we haven't got any olive treats, have we?
No. And I may at some point this week be forced back to my bedroom, bizarrely. Not once in 80 odd episodes and twice in a week. So the plan this week is, as we're not going away, we are going to empty this room and paint it, which means that all of this stuff has to go into my room, so therefore I won't be able to use my room. Can't use downstairs because, mind you, then I won't be able to use upstairs either. Oh, what am I going to do?
I don't know.
I might just have to do it in the garden if the weather's nice. I was going to say I can't use downstairs because Gary will be getting up and coming downstairs, but then I can't do it upstairs if Gary's still in bed. You might, you never know. I might have to just do it from the toilet. There we go. Who knows? I'll be all right tomorrow night because it's my anniversary. So
Yeah.
I'll do it upstairs. But Thursday morning, hey, who knows where you'll find me? Oh dear. I've got really sticky hands this morning. I can't hold my knitting either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really clammy.
Oh. Well, that last row totally foxed me. Okay, because I thought this is a really simple pattern because it's only for a little person. But then when it said, what have I said that's so funny? I have no idea what's just come out my mouth.
It's not you. David, good morning, David, says from the toilet, Robert, ? That would be Gogglefrogs.
Don't tempt us. Just do not tempt us.
Oh.
Coming from a bog near you.
Oh.
Oh dear, that's so funny. Well done for that. Oh dear. So sorry, going on to my earlier comment. I have never done a pattern where it said knit 4. And you know when you have to read it about 3 or 4 times to think, really? Knit 4? Yes, in this pattern it says knit 4. And you know what it's like with needles, so that's why I look like this, trying to get the needle through a whole 4.
No, Angela, that's not knit 4.
It is.
No, that's knit 4 together you've just done, not knit 4.
No, it was.
Knit 4 is knit 4 single stitches.
It's knit 4 together.
Oh, okay, you didn't say that. You just said knit 4.
That's right. Yeah. No, knit 4 together. And I thought I've never got knit 2, knit 3, knit 4. Seriously. So, hey ho. So that's why I looked as if I couldn't knit, and I was like this, trying to get 4 through. So all done there. Oh, thank God.
Tracy says, haha, that's brilliant. So laughing out loud now. Tracy says, from a bog near you, LOL. And then Brigitte says, it's very humid out there. I was at the bread store at 8:55 and my hair had gone all frizzy when I got home. She was quite nervous, but glad to get home.
Hence the fact I couldn't be bothered to straighten it today because we've had drizzle and all sorts. So I thought that's it, because if I straighten it, it's just going to go curly. So
Tracy says, can you imagine the merchandise you could do for that?
Wow.
Oh dear.
The throne. The Gogglefrogs throne.
Libby says, isn't it nice that Gogglefrogging can give us all a good laugh?
I know. You don't need any money to be happy and humorous and have fun. And I think this is just true, isn't it? I mean, we sit here, we're online, we're not even in the same room, but we do have a titter and a giggle. And I think there'll be more titters and giggles tomorrow because we've got gin tomorrow.
There will be. And on the subject of hot, you might get a bit hot tomorrow night as well with music.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, because Robert did actually send me a quick message. Do you know what, Robert? I've decided not to play it in advance because I just want to see what your choice is.
Oh, okay. I remember that now. Yeah, I sent you a message saying, do you think this is okay? Will we get away with it?
And it's just like, Robert, if you think it's okay, it's okay. It doesn't matter. You may shock us. You may make us laugh. You may make us go, but it will be fine.
Well, hopefully it's a combination of all of them tomorrow.
I think it will be.
There we go. Right. Dawn says, that Brigitte, that happened to me when we went to the Eden Project. I look like Wurzel Gubbage. And then Brigitte says, I really like your hair curly, Angela.
Oh, thank you. It's so easy. It really is. So I had one of those mornings where I'm just going to have a relaxing morning. And then, do you know what I've got to do today? I've got to go to a builder's merchant's and buy wooden posts for a fence and postcrete to stick the stuff in, and possibly a couple of fence panels as well. So I am shopping somewhere where I've never ever shopped in my life before. So never mind. That's what I'm doing today.
Oh,
I know. Got to repair my parents' fence. Alan's coming up tomorrow night, and we're doing it on Thursday, and then going home.
right.
So yeah. But the thing is,
So you just
Alan
got
gets,
it. You're not actually doing it.
well, I'm sort of. I will be providing cups of tea. I'm buying the things. When it comes to sticking something in the ground, no way. I'm not doing that. But I am going to the builder's merchant, so I'll be very lost.
Tracy says it will be after the watershed, so go for it. Okay.
That's good.
There's no swearing in it, that I can almost promise you. I'm like 98% confident there's no swearing in it.
Well,
Although we've had swearing before, haven't we?
from you, yeah.
I'm into the music, okay.
I don't know. I've never noticed any swearing. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure when we did the Avenue Q song, that had swearing in it.
I did it.
Schadenfreude, that was it. And we have had another one, I'm sure, that has swearing in it, but I can't remember now. Brigitte says you're the project manager, Angela, not the labour force.
I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. I am definitely, because I'm coordinating the person power to come up from the south and do that, and I will supervise. So
Georgie says morning, sorry she's late. Good morning, Georgie. You don't need to apologise for being late. This is the whole idea of Gogglefrogs is just drop in and out as and when you can make it. And Linda says it'll be fine, we're all adults.
yay!
I like all of that when I get the get the comments tomorrow night. No, honestly, it's fine. I'm sure you will like it. Oh dear. You can't really see these, but paint samples for the office.
Sorry?
Can't really see these, but paint samples for the office.
Are they?
Mm.
What colours are they? Because the second one from the back looks more bluey
Yeah.
than the others.
It's not. It's called Goose Down.
Oh.
It's a pale grey.
Yeah.
So when we moved into this house, because it was a new build, everything was covered in magnolia, and I hate magnolia. So every time we've painted a room, we've had to have a variation on magnolia. Apart from so the only room I was allowed was the toilet downstairs, which is yellow. And then our bedroom, we decided we would have a feature wall, so that's the red. And then my craft room, I also wanted a feature wall, so we've got purple, but all the other walls are a variation of magnolia. The living room is a variation of magnolia. The kitchen and the bathroom are magnolia. And the hallway is a variation of magnolia. So yesterday when we were walking around, I was like, right, you can have any colour but magnolia. So we went for two different versions of magnolia and two with slight colouring. But he wants magnolia, and I'm not going to let him have him. It's the most boring colour on the planet, apart from maybe gardenia.
I was just going to say gardenia, that's what we've got. Because I had a bright red, a very dark red living room, and everyone hated it. I loved it. And it is now gardenia. So you can imagine how many layers of paint that needed to go over the top of it. But yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. When we did the wall in our bedroom, now bearing in mind, I worked in DIY at the time and had done for quite some time. We got pots and we just painted them all over the wall, different colours of red to find the right one that we want. And then when we went to paint over tester pots, it took 4 coats of colour to go over the testers. And then somebody said to me, well, that's why you never put paint testers on the wall. And I said, but they're testers, that's what you do. And they said, no, what you do is you take the inside of a cereal box and you paint it because it's a dark colour. And then that way, when you put the paint on it, and you put it in the room without the light on, that's the colour, that's the darkest you're ever going to see it. And then you put the light on, and that's the lightest you're ever going to see it.
Oh.
So, and that's what I've done ever since. Hence the back of the cereal boxes.
Oh, thank you. That's a really good tip.
And then that means when you're painting the walls, 1 or 2 coats, done, because you haven't got to paint over testers.
Ah. Because in ours, like we still have, because certain, well, a lot of ours, all our walls are getting lime plastered, so all the plaster's coming off. But with lime plaster, you can't just buy paint, because if you put paint on, it becomes a plastic sheet bag. And the whole thing about old properties is they have to breathe, so you have to have lime plaster on and then chalk paints. But a tin of paint is nearly £100, so they are so expensive. And I have painted one room, but it needs doing again. So the front porch that I sit in, I'm quite happy that I don't have to paint, actually, because I'm not a very good painter. So I have to wait for that to be done properly with my husband, because you've got to water the paint down for the first layer, and then the second layer you've got to water it down a little bit, and then it's only the third one that you put the full paint on. So it's too difficult for me. When we were in our last place, actually I did it in our current place as well, I'd say, can we have this decorated, please? And I'd say, yeah. And after about 12 months, we'd go to work one day and I would paint the room. Now, my painting, there's lots of stripes, there's lots of like background colour showing through. And he came home and was just so incensed that I got the room like repainted that weekend. So now if I really, really want something painting, I just paint it myself, and then he has to correct it. So so I don't paint anymore. I just think, oh, that'll do. It's too much hard work. I need to get on with my knitting. I've done 2 hours of this now. I need to knit. So but I like that about the cereal boxes. So I will do that. Right, I'm on to, if I look a bit odd, I'm on my knit 4 together row again. Okay.
So Tracy says, I must look like some nutter sitting here laughing and talking to myself. Dogs keep looking at me, wondering who I'm talking to and laughing with. And then Brigitte says, at least Magnolia does not clash with anything. Yeah, but it's boring. And Helen says that she likes the blue-grey colour. I think my favourite. It's not my room, so there we go. Marion says, Robert, totally agree with you, Robert. Only use Magnolia if you're covering a wall with pictures, or a signature wall. Magnolia is boring. Yes. Brigitte says, we had to spend £200 on Zynbla to cover the nicotine stains the tenants had left behind before the emotion would come true to colour. Then 2 days before moving into our retirement palace, someone set fire to the back to break in, and we had to start all over again with Zinza.
Oh, God.
Oh.
That's horrific.
That's not good.
No. That's not good.
Right. Shall we do Facebook?
Sorry?
Let's do Facebook.
Yes.
Okay, so Helen says, I thought I would share the view. Oh, wow, look at that.
Oh, click on the pic so we can see it big. Oh. Oh. Well, Joe.
Yeah, definitely. Helen's posted the website for the Salcombe Gin.
Thank you.
So today is Tuesday, Throwback Tuesday. So Brigitte says, shortly after my first trip to Norway with the Cross Stitch Guild, this design was in new stitches and I just had to stitch it. It was challenged with a mix of cross and contour stitches and also varying number of threads. In real, these buildings are spectacular. It looks lovely.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Deborah, first trip out using my Gogglefrogs backpack off to the Yorkshire coast for a day in our camper van. Oh, have a lovely day, Deborah.
Yeah.
Backpack with you. Just to let you know, by the way, we have one backpack left if you would like it.
Oh, wow.
And I think I've mentioned before that we're out of mugs.
Yeah.
We've got welcome to new members, Ruth, Marion, and Sam.
Yay.
Reposted for our 85th episode tomorrow, our wine-iversary. That we showed yesterday. That was yesterday. There we go. Dawn says, looking for retro space fabric, came across this print to order company in the US and Germany. There's some fabulous designs on their website. I particularly like tools, so funny and clever. Thank you for that.
I haven't had a look at that, but I know there was a lot of discussion about it, wasn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dawn then posted, I think we should do this one morning as Gogglefrog starts. Might just manage the arm movements. So this is Kua Fitness. And yes, it gets very intense.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh.
I'd be knackered by this point. Can you see that? I would be shattered.
I might have a go on my own. Not in front of the camera. I don't think that would be appropriate. I think I could hit something. What is it, a go? My lighting and everything. So it could be quite funny. I think I break more things.
Right. Dawn says, we have a collage approach to decorating. If you're standing around, you get a paintbrush stuck in your hand. Both girls have grown up doing DIY jobs with us, so now very accomplished young ladies know their way around a power tool. That's good to hear. Marion says, Richard used to smoke, so I had ceiling and one wall in cinnamon and nicotine colour, then the rest were dark clotted cream colour. Looked great. Okay. Oh, to cover the nicotine, I see. Brigitte says, I could do the arms, but my knees would not be happy. Dawn said she had a go at it yesterday. Great fun, but hard work. Lindy says, that video looks good, but so intensive, doubt I could keep up for 5 minutes. So today is Throwback Tuesday, so do post your projects evolved, and we'll have a look at them tomorrow. Tomorrow is Work in Progress Wednesday, so do post your current projects as well, and we will look at those tomorrow evening. And as it's our wine-iversary, why not post a picture of the tipple that you're going to have to toast and celebrate with us? And that would be really nice for everybody to see, I think. So I might open a bottle of, I can't decide between one of 2 bottles. I might.
What are you thinking of?
Well, one of them I haven't got at the moment, so I might have to go out and find it. And the other one is one from Waitrose, which is really, really nice, but does go to your head very, very quickly. So can't decide. The one that I haven't got is my favourite. And the one that from Waitrose is for special occasions. So really undecided.
And what are they? Wines or?
Yeah, wines. One's a red and one's a rosé.
I'm thinking that I may have to go and get some nice martini or Cinzano for tomorrow and do all things retro. Or if I'm very good, my friend sent me a little picture of the new stuff. It's more like a Rosso. So I might have to go to Waitrose and get a bouquet of that. Oh, hello, Gary.
Hello. Hang on.
That's all right. So I may have to go to Waitrose and get a little bit of something from there. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not too sure. Or if I go to Morrison's, you never know. They may have some little cherry bees. So I may get some cherry bees for tomorrow and have those with some lemonade. So who knows? But I can't quite work out what's happening. I'm doing this pattern. It says, I now know what I've done wrong. Don't worry. I was thinking, why hasn't this worked out? It's because it says purl to the last 21 stitches, not purl 21 stitches and then do your pattern. So Angela got this wrong. Oh dear. Never mind. That's what happens from doing a pattern with Knit 4 Together and chatting about wine o'clock tomorrow night, episode 85.
And this morning I realised that as we're now on the 0s and the 5s on a Wednesday evening, that's perfect for me because it doesn't matter whether I'm off or whether I'm working, because Wednesday's not my late night. So episode 100, which is in 3 weeks' time, is on the 5th of August, and that's a Wednesday night.
Oh wow, that's so good.
As long as we stick to 5 a week for the next 3 weeks, we should be okay.
Yeah, we'll do that, don't worry. Right. I'm fine now. The pattern's working. Although I don't really know how this is going to work. Oh, yes, I do. I'm going to have to do it. So there we go. We've got a little bit of pattern happening there. But I still think it's the wrong way around on the pattern. But we'll see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
Marion says she has posted a picture for Throwback Tuesday. She thought today was Monday. That's okay, that's fine. We'll show it tomorrow. Brigitte says, Angela, place a marker before the last 21 stitches, then you know when to start the pattern. Yeah.
I need to get my, I don't think I've got stitch markers down here. I think they're upstairs. I'll have a quick look. Oh, I tell you what I have found though. I've just found a gluten-free brownie.
Oh dear.
Random. No stitch markers, but I've got a raspberry brownie.
Tracy says that's the day hubby will be back, so we'll be double celebrating.
Oh, that is so lovely that you're going to be back together after all of this time. I know what it's like with people being away and having to work away and stay away. It's really hard, but it's going to be lovely. Right, let's look. All together. Do you know, there's something quite nice about doing a bit of a pattern. Because very few things that I knit have pattern stitches in. Because I do tend to prefer plain things, but it is actually really nice. And this is only a 4-row repeat. So it's actually nice to have texture. So, what are you doing? Are you watching me?
I'm watching you, yeah.
Oh, are you? Trying to concentrate.
Brigitte says, slip a piece of contrast yarn as a marker.
Yeah, I have got markers upstairs, so I will get one. I just don't have them here. But I cleaned my car out, and it doesn't happen very often. And I'm pleased to tell you that I found a crochet hook on the floor in the back and in the little, you know, the little thing in the front. So I found 2 crochet hooks in my car, both 4s. So if ever I'm out and about and I haven't got a crochet hook, I know that I have 4s normally on the floor in my car because they always fall out of bed. So I'm fine now. It's quite nice driving a clean car for once. But again, at the moment, you can't take them to, well, I suppose you can take them to car washes. I haven't had the outside of the car done. But it's just, we're being told to wash our hands. And if you have the manual ones, then you've got all these different people touching your car, haven't you? And there aren't actually many open, are there, hand car washes? So I've done the inside, and I didn't want to go and use, you know, the Hoover thing at a garage. And normally I just go pay my money and get somebody just to clean it inside and out. So it's been a bit of a revelation to use the Hoover in a car. So, but I did it, which I was quite pleased with last week. So my car is looking quite clean inside. Still can't, like, you know, when you use polish, still can't smell a blinking thing. So we'll see when that comes back eventually. Knit 2, 4, 6, 8. Then what do I do? Purl 13. Okay. Can't believe me Nanan could finish a whole jumper, big Aran jumper in a week. And I've got a little cardigan that I'm doing. It's just like, can I get it finished in a week? I wish I was a quicker knitter, but I just can't do continental. I can do knits continental, but I can't do pearls, and I really struggle with any patterns continental. So I think one day I just need to practice for a whole weekend and see how I get along. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8. 6, 8. That's 13.
Georgie's had to go. So bye, Georgie. Hope you have a good day.
Bye. Hopefully all okay. And that's one thing, I need a stitch marker. So I'll get a stitch marker from somewhere. I'll have some in the car. I think I've got lots in the car boot. Got lots of stuff upstairs, I think. Knitting stuff upstairs. Or have I? No, I haven't. Everything's in the car other than my little Gogglefrogs bag. So that's why I feel a little bit light on stuff at the moment.
Marion's got to go as well. Bye, Marion.
Bye-bye. See you later. Oh. Do you know what? I think.
You think you've got a frog the whole lot?
It's just not working out. On the the pattern, it's really weird. The pattern is showing on the side with the reverse reverse stocking stitch. Because I wouldn't want a cardigan done in reverse stocking stitch. So I'm not actually liking it. And I'm sure this isn't the one, because I did see it. Do you know what? I'm going to have a look on my phone, because I took a proper picture of this from the local yarn shop, and I saw it earlier today. So I'm going to have a look do other people find this as well? You start doing a pattern and you think that's not the sample that I saw. And when you look at the pattern, you realize whoever has modified it. Right, must be down here somewhere.
So Brigitte says, on my gallop to the store, I was sad to see such a lot of rubbish on the roads and on the pavements again. I know, it's really disappointing, and that's because everybody's allowed out now. All the takeaways are open, and they just can't be bothered to take the rubbish indoors with them. It's really sad. Lindy says, I've just had to frog the final row on my drum square again, not concentrating enough on knitting.
Oh.
Safia says, what's the pattern?
It's fine. I've looked at the picture. It's batik swirl stylecraft, and thankfully I've got a picture of it, and I can see, like when I looked at this, I thought it was beautiful. I've looked, and it is in reverse. The front of it has got reverse stocking stitch,
and that's why it says left side, and you think you're doing the wrong side.
Yes.
Because it's the reverse.
And I'm looking, and I never noticed this when I looked, but it is all done in reverse stocking stitch, so including the back. So it's a good job that I've got the picture of this, because I'd have thought that that was wrong. But yeah, so it is it's a lovely little cardigan, if you can see that there. And I love the fact that it's all those multicolours, but yes, it is reverse stocking stitch. So I did think it was wrong. And thankfully, I've got a picture, because if not, I'd have frogged the blinking thing and reversed it and reinvented the pattern. So that's fine. And the pattern's starting to show there. So that's lovely. Perfect. Right, so what was I on? I'm back onto row 1, which is good. Oh. Well, I hope she's a reverse stocking stitch sort of girl.
I don't think she's going to take it and say, Auntie Angela, I want this made the other way around, and give it back.
I know. It's just me, isn't it? We're like this, do we really want this? But I did have a reverse stocking stitch Barham U one that I did, and I need to frog it because it's just too big across the shoulders for me. And I know we've talked about it, but as I've looked more at the pattern, I've sort of decided maybe I am going to frog the whole thing and make it reverse stocking stitch, because then it will be more as a jacket rather than just a cardigan. So hey ho. And it's that whole thing about, do you want a cardigan that flows, or do you want something with structure? So yeah, so maybe doing that as well. Oh, Helen's off now.
Bye, Helen. Have a lovely break.
And thank you, Lindy. The reverse stocking stitch makes the pattern stitches stand out more and make them pop. So yes, thank you. But you know, when you're looking at something, you just think it's wrong. Am I doing this right? So that's really good. It'll look lovely, says Safi. I wasn't keen on the idea, but I made a jumper in reverse with the cables, and I really love it. I know sometimes it's going into the unknown and doing what we don't think is the norm, and that's what really makes it pop. Linda says cable patterns often use reverse stocking stitch or purl between the cables for the same reason. Thank you. And Linda says, I'm pleased that you're not frogging. Your niece will be happy with it, whatever. I hope that she will be. It was so funny though. When was it? Was it last Christmas or yeah, I think it was last Christmas. She's at that age where Alan bought her some what was it? I don't know. Those little Adidas things that, do they begin with a C? They're quite expensive. So we got her some. And he was really excited about them because they had a name on them, and she was not excited at all. And then I got her this gorgeous coat from Monsoon with bows and everything on. It was beautiful, dark red with a big furry collar. And she looked at it as if to say, what? Then she opened the coat, undid the coat, and saw that it was lined in gold. And she's, oh, I love it now for the lining. But it's so strange when children get to the age that they have their own mind. But we did get it right with the Disney store, what was it, the Frozen dress that she had, and we saw it yesterday. She had her Frozen dress on. She had my witch's hat that I'd given her with a big thing around the front, and her little, what were the little Wellington boots that we got, Edgar, the Edgar, Waitrose Edgar boots. So it's rather an eclectic mix of colour for the day. But yes, she does like colour and her own thing, and she'll let you know if she's not overly pleased, which I actually think is a good thing. We should speak our mind, and she's very polite about it. Right, so I'm up to that now, which is really good. So I'm not going to do any more of that because I've got wood to buy, haven't I? I'm going out to buy wood because the sooner I go out and buy wood and get everything done, the sooner I can come and sit down and do lots of Gogglefrog stuff and a bit of knitting. Right, so I'm back on row 1 when I come back. So a nice little thing to show me where I am in my pattern. Oh,
Brigitte says, I'm staying to the end, but say thank you for today and see you at the drunken session tomorrow. Lindy says, I love how young children don't just take something and be polite and then hide it away if they don't like it.
her response was to these, that's it, Converse trainers. So they're trendy, aren't they? Everyone wants Converse. So he thought, ooh, buy her first Converse trainers. She went, I don't love them. And then we bought her something that was like £1, and she says, oh, I love this. And you just think, they're nearly 100 quid. That's €1. And I said to her at the time, the stuff that we spend €1 on when we're out in Bruges will be the stuff she loves, and the expensive stuff she won't love. So, and it's so true, isn't it? You don't have to spend a lot of money. We think, oh, let's buy her first things, but she did love the Frozen dress, and still wears it. And it's the first time I've ever been in a Disney store, and I think me and Alan were more excited than anybody else in there.
It's not the same anymore. Disney 15, 20 years ago was amazing. It's not now.
We've never been in one, so it was like, oh, and it was Christmas, so it's very exciting. And yeah, so I don't know what it was like, but I was more excited that there's real sparkles, there's a jewel on it, there's a long flowing thing on the back. How sad. Which is like, they don't do my size, why would I want one? But I did like the Minnie Mouse stuff, and loved the Minnie Mouse shoes, but she's not expressed any interest in Minnie Mouse. So there's pointless in spending that amount of money on stuff when she's not into it. So never mind. Oh, so I might, me and my mum might have this later today. I think I'll take my mum for another drive through Starbucks, because my mum really likes Starbucks now. And every time we drive past one, she says, oh, there's one of those coffee places there where we met your friend months and months ago, a couple of years ago. So I always have to do a detour into a Starbucks so we can have a flat white and a cappuccino. Oh.
Right, it's 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Lindy's just said, it's just like cats who often enjoy the cardboard box rather than expensive cat beds.
Yep.
Or as we saw with Donna yesterday, Donna had knitted a couple of things yesterday, and her cats just thought, that's my bed, that's my new bed, that's my new blanket. So yeah, cats are great at doing that, aren't they? And I'm sure Ollie thinks, oh, that's a little bit like an Eeyore every so often, and grabs hold of something thinking it's a dog toy. So yeah. Anyway, it's almost time. So tomorrow, no 10 o'clock, but I'm sure somebody will try and log in at 10. Probably me. So we will be live tomorrow evening. Bring your drinks. It doesn't have to be alcohol, but if you want to, please do share what you're going to be drinking, and get ready to do lots and lots and lots of frogging tomorrow night.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.